Oh, hi everyone, it's naturopathic Dt.Anca Martalog from patientsmagnet.com, and I was just about to share my story, so join me if you wish. 13 years ago, I survived a massive stroke, and that event taught me a lot about business and life. The first Wednesday after Labor Day back in 1999. During my lunchtime, I started feeling a bit odd, nothing like they describe in the medical books, yet I knew it wasn't normal. I just finished eating my food, which that day was a combination of eggplant and tomatoes, which I rarely have. So when I started feeling strange, of course, at first I blamed it on the food combo. Then I thought it might have been something to do with my busy day. So I sat down on my couch and meditated. As that strange anxiety feeling wasn't going away, even though there was nothing to make me feel like that, I realized this might actually be serious. I called my receptionist to cancel the rest of my day and then called the ambulance and off went to the hospital. Now, as they were carrying me away, all I was thinking was how my receptionist and others in my office will take care of my patients for the rest of the day. You know, if you're a holistic practitioner like me, you always have your patients and your clients in your mind, no matter what else goes in your life. So as I was conscious all the way until they got me into the ambulance, I heard them discussing the possibility of a brain aneurysm, which it turned out to be. So here I am, experiencing a stroke, yet worrying about my patients. That's when I realized there's something wrong with my business model. And the last thing I remember was making the decision to change that if I ever get the chance. Next time I was conscious, I woke up from a coma. So that question, as the ambulance was driving away and as I'm slipping in and out of consciousness, the first question I wondered, did I help my patients enough? Did I empower them enough for them to carry on if I didn't make it? This is what was going on in my mind, seeing the look on the ambulance staff, and if I'm at their desk doorway, have I made a difference? Did I do my best in helping the people that came to me for help? Did I do my best, or could I have done more? Now, if you're like me, a responsible, passionate healing practitioner, at the end of your life, you really want to know, did I make the difference that I set out to make? And then I was up. I heard later for about 2 weeks, during which time a whole team of specialists were working very hard to save my life. So now the funny thing is that right before this, I knew I wanted to make a bigger difference. And the only idea for doing so at the time was to build a bigger clinic. I was already pre-approved at the bank, I already found the property, I was interviewing developers, etc. I knew I was taking on a very difficult road, as others around me were telling me, but I didn't know any better at the time. All I wanted to do is make as big of a difference, of a possible difference in people's lives as I could. Now, I revisited that idea a few years later, and I realized that my stroke was actually a stroke of luck, because in the meantime, I found a better way to make a bigger difference while also keeping my personal balance. I remember asking myself, did I matter? Did I make a significant enough difference? Maybe I didn't change the world, but did I change somebody's world? And one day, without too much medical explanation, I woke up from the coma and I felt like this incredible sense of calm and appreciation as I opened my eyes, trying to make sense of who's around me. Now, if you ever met me personally, you know that you get the feeling of pure appreciation, because I feel like, wow, I am still alive. When I came back from the coma, I felt that in that moment, all those questions that I asked before, I got another chance of answering them. So I still can make a difference, but now I need to get really busy because I'm wiser. So now years passed on, and those questions were still haunting me. Did I make enough of a difference? Did I change enough lives? Did I matter? So is there a better way to do it? Now, if we could just live our lives on a daily basis, thinking about that, knowing that at the end of our lives, this is what we want to know, and then we can ask ourselves every day that question, because we get a new chance every morning. So that was my new chance. This might be yours. Are you making the difference big enough that you set up to make when you first got into this?